Planting decisions are being made as we're preparing for harvest as well right now. Here's some advice from an agronomist. And Kevin's joining us here, and you're a technical agronomist, and kind of explain, first of all, the crops out there. What are they seeing out there in the fields right now?
Well, that's a great question. You know, one thing about being in Nebraska is that we always have a diverse climate that grow throughout the season, and challenges that are pretty unique, even county by county. So, you know, really to kind of paraphrase and summarize, I would say in south central Nebraska, this year we've been blessed with a fair amount of rain. There are dry pockets out there that growers are challenged with.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, we look at a lot of cooler growing conditions throughout this year. That's definitely benefiting the crops. I think all in all, our crops look fairly well. You know, so that's the positive side. We had a fair amount of challenges this year as well.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, a lot of those challenges go back to planting. We had a lot of cool conditions, some areas that received way too much rain, so a lot of saturation. And we had planting really drag out for us.
And yeah, some people couldn't get in until late.
Yeah, right.
So that makes it difficult.
It does, you know, and especially as we get into harvest here, we're probably going to see the effect of that with maybe a little bit more drug out harvest as well.
Okay.
The middle of the season, you know, went pretty well, and then here's where we're starting to wrap up, and crops are starting to senesce. We're starting to see some diseases come in late, so that's something to probably be on a watch out for.
So what should, products-wise, to get through these challenges that they face, what are you seeing or what are you suggesting?
Yeah, so, you know, the last several years, going back to emergence, we've been challenged in Nebraska with our cool environments. So in the DeKalb lineup, DKC 6155, just off the top of my head as well, a new product, 113-day DKC 6360, have been two that have been absolute highlights for early emergence and vigor through our tough conditions. Drought as well in Nebraska is always a big thing, so our drought guard hybrids continue to shine through that. We've got multiple RMs of available products in the drought guards, and then plant health, especially as we get into these economic situations where growers are considering a fungicide or not. Our plant health and foliar plant health has really excelled over the last several years to where we're seeing the benefit out there today.
So, you know, this obviously, you know, a lot of people think, well, harvest is the next focus. Well, you know what? Planting already is another focus right now. People are making decisions. So what do we need to look for in that process?
Absolutely. You know, right now, I would say in a down commodity year, one of the most economical things that a grower can do right now is go out and walk their fields and contact your local CPI agronomist as well, because they're really there trying to learn with the growers as well.
Yeah.
As far as, hey, what's the fertility look like? Did we lose out a little bit this year? What's our disease pressure look like? Did we make the right hybrid and varietal selections? And those are all key inputs to think about for next year, especially when maximize return on the acre.
Because your ground isn't necessarily going to be the same as your neighbor's.
Absolutely.
So don't, you know, just talk amongst yourselves and think that that's right. Get an agronomist, don't you think? Go through the field with that agronomist and find out, because sometimes the same field could, with precision agriculture anymore, you guys can do amazing things.
Absolutely, and it is a field-by-field scenario.
Thank you so much for joining us here again. If you have questions, go to our website as well, nebraska.tv. Family powers Nebraska farms. We talk to a farm family later on here in the show. You'll want to meet them. Plus, we have your grow forecast coming up. A cool down could be on the way. Stay with us.